THSTV. I'm Kelsey Dowry.
And I'm Ashlyn Carroll. Halloween is just a few days away, and if you're planning to go out to celebrate, we have some tips on how to stay safe.
THSTV reporter Eddie Ruiz has more after speaking with law enforcement.
With Halloween just around the corner, everyone's excited to try on their new costume. Whether you're going trick-or-treating or out to a party, it's always good to remember how to be safe on that night.
Halloween, there's several issues or several concerns. Number one is everybody's trick-or-treating at night, and this time of the year it's getting dark earlier, so make sure you're wearing clothes that are visible. You're not wearing all black. You know, if you are wearing all black, make sure you got something that's reflective. Maybe have a light with you. As far as candy goes, when people are handing things out, if I'm giving you candy like this, that's going to be a negative. You know, you don't want to take candy or anything that with the possibility that it's already been opened, where something like this is much better. So just be careful. If something looks like it's ever been opened, you know, don't consume it. But
Safety is one of the most important things to have during these nights. But don't just hear from one of our officers, but also one of our teachers, who's also a mother.
We grew up in an age, my generation, the age we were in, we were very much scared of going through the candy and making sure there was nothing in it. I think with fentanyl being like it is and just people being like they are, there is some fear there. We try to go to neighborhoods where we feel like they're, people who have lived there for a long time, established neighborhoods, feel like we know some people there. We don't just go to every house, we will try to go to the houses that we know the people in.
Here are 3 things you should remember for Halloween night. Number 1, carry a flashlight. Whether it's an actual flashlight or your phone, it's important to be able to see while it's dark out. Number 2, never be alone. If you're going out, make sure you're with friends or family. There's always safety in numbers. Number 3, check your candy. Make sure it's not open and check close for anything that might seem off, like color, smell, or look. Officer Johnson also said, especially for you seniors going out to parties, your actions are your responsibilities. Make sure to make it home safe and don't get peer pressured. This is Eddie Reese from THSTV.
When the school year begins, freshmen struggle to find their footing. But how are they faring at the end of the first 9 weeks? Your reporter Ethan Pete speaking about how 9th graders are adjusting to high school.
The start of a new school year can be a stressful time for everyone at THS, and freshmen on average deal with a lot of stress from having to attend a brand new school. 9th grade administrator Mr. Clark Samus speaking about the biggest changes for students to make coming from the middle school to the high school.
I think the biggest adjustment is having a little more freedom and independence. Sometimes 9th graders, they really struggle with, self-reliance and having to be more responsible for their own work.
Entering the second 9 weeks, freshman Briley Carlisle feels like she's beginning to get the hang of Thompson High School after a few snags during the start of the school year.
I think I've been good at adjusting to my classes. I haven't necessarily done the greatest. My grades kind of slipped a little bit because of the adjustment, but I think I'm gonna do better this 9 weeks because I actually know what I'm doing now.
Even if the first 9 weeks has been rough for some of the freshmen, they're all going to come back better, more confident, and smarter. With THS TV, I'm Ethan Pete.
Hosting a ceremony November 10th to honor our veterans. The Veterans Day program is being held as a tribute for the men and women who have served and the sacrifices they made for our country. The wind ensemble and dance team will be performing in the ceremony as well.
Our Veterans Day this year really starts on November 1st. From November 1st through the November 11th, we do about 500 community service hours, everything from holding doors to veterans coming in restaurants to presenting the colors at different Veterans Day events around the area.
The Veterans Day ceremony will be on November 10th during the activity period. Thompson High School has announced the new Teacher of the Year for the 2025 through 2026 school year.
Beverly Boy has been named THS Teacher of the Year for the 2025 school year. Mrs. Boy has had her hand in many different parts of our school, including teaching English and language arts. She is also over women's golf, a sponsor for the Scholars Bowl team, and she is an advisor for the National Honor Society.
It's a big honor to be Teacher of the Year. I feel very, very honored because I work in a building with a lot of really, really good educators. And I don't know that I deserve it, but it's an incredible honor to be named Teacher of the Year.
A A huge congratulations to Mrs. Boy. Your national headlines are next up after this break. Stay tuned.
After nearly 2 years of conflict, Israel and Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire in Gaza. The fighting began in October of 2023 and has left thousands dead and millions displaced. The new ceasefire, worked out with the help from world leaders, stops airstrikes and rocket fire on both sides and allows humanitarian aid into the region. Trucks carrying food, water, and medical supplies are now reaching civilians who have been cut off for months. World leaders say this agreement is a step towards peace, but many warn that tensions remain high. For now, people in Gaza and Israel are hoping the ceasefire holds and brings some much-needed relief.
The government has been shut down since the beginning of October, and concern is rising for how this will impact students. Some federal programs are on hold, which could mean delays with FAFSA, federal grants, and school programs that you use every day. The Education Department has opened FAFSA for the 2026-2027 school year. If you are planning to apply for financial aid to pay for college, you are urged to do so as soon as possible. So far, no word on how the shutdown will affect federal funding in the future. World leaders say this is a step towards a much-needed relief. We'll take a look at your sports headlines right after the break.
The Thompson Warriors are once again on top of their region after taking down Prattville 29-15. With that win, the Warriors secured another region championship, and now their focus shifts towards making another deep playoff run. THSTV reporter Jason Sparks has more.
As Thompson's regular season is wrapping up, they are now preparing for the playoffs, a place they've been plenty of times before, and the Warriors are set on returning to the Super 7 and locking in to make yet another deep postseason run.
This is normal to us. This is what we do, so it ain't really no real special thing or not like that.
The Warriors have made it to the playoffs the last 8 seasons, and this year they're hoping to make it 9 while chasing their 3rd straight trip to the 7A state championship.
Understood them in the world. Get this blue mat for these seniors since they last year go out with a bang.
With the new playoff format, Thompson's role will be tough as they are playing teams from different regions that they have no experience playing against. Defensive back DeMonte Tabb says it's tough, but it's motivating.
It makes it tougher because it's new things that we see on film, so we ain't never played that team before, but it also motivates me because, I mean, we not really never underdogs, so when we play a new team, being an underdog gonna make me wanna
do what we do more.
Now Thompson has to lock in on the little things: communication, defense, and staying composed under pressure. At this point in the year, any mistakes can be the difference between advancing and packing it up for the offseason.
Thompson will take on Carver Montgomery at Warrior Stadium on November 7th in a rematch of the first round of the playoffs. The Warriors beat Carver Montgomery in the first game of the season 37-6. Our Lady Warriors are making a comeback this season, leading their way to the state championship. Thompson volleyball 8 and Final Four, making it all the way to the state championship. Thompson didn't even make it to regionals last year. This year, they've proved their worth by earning a state runner-up title. Big thanks to the War Zone for showing up and filling their arena with energy. Basketball season is right around the corner, and your Thompson Warriors are getting the spirit with Halloween Hoop Fest. Families coming out to get their first look at this year's team. Thompson leaders are speaking about how much fun Hoop Fest is going to be this year.
To have all these club sponsors commit to be here this late, to have all of these students commit to work it, that's what's the rewarding part to me. And then as I go around and watch our students interact with these younger students, it just makes me feel real good.
The Warriors are on the court starting next Thursday against Chilton County. That game will be at Warrior Arena at 1:30 p.m. It looks like the Warriors quarterback Trent Seaborn has found a new home for when he leaves Thompson High School. Seaborn is committing to play for the Alabama Crimson Tide, the 4-star recruit picking the Tide over offers from Auburn, Clemson, Georgia, and even LSU. Seaborn still has one more season left with the Warriors, but after that he will be ready to rock the crimson, red, and white. That's a look at your sports headline for this week. Stay tuned for a look at your entertainment news with Nolan Butler after this break.
I'm Nolan Butler, and these are your entertainment headlines. Everyone is getting ready to dress up for Halloween. From spooky to silly, students are showing off their creativity this year.
From parties to trick-or-treating, your costume are designed to make you stand out and steal the spotlight.
What I'm gonna be is I'm gonna be the man in the yellow hat from like Curious George, and then my girlfriend's gonna be Curious George. Well, if you know, you know. Basically, I proposed to my girlfriend for homecoming with a Curious George poster, and yeah.
This year, groups and couples costumes are taking over. Friends are teaming up as icon duos in matching characters.
I'm gonna be Beast Boy, and my girlfriend is gonna be Raven. I got the idea from me and a group of friends. We're gonna do like all the Teen Titans without Cyborg because we didn't want anyone to have fifth wheel or anything. But then two of them bailed, and I didn't want to get stuck with Robin, so I kind of just switched to Beast Boy. So and now I'm Beast Boy now.
Some Halloween costumes hold special meaning, like Isabel Noyes. Her costume takes her back to her childhood.
I'm gonna be a ladybug this year because I've always loved ladybugs as a kid and I saw it all over Pinterest.
As the Halloween night approaches, one thing for sure, no matter the costume, everybody's ready to celebrate fun, creativity, and spirit of the season. From parties to trick-or-treating, your costume are designed
With variety
to
in
make
costume
you
this year, everyone will look unique and ready to enjoy their Halloween. Thompson Theater is in crunch time mode for the Trump Hour Theater Festival next week. From memorizing lines to building sets, see what theater teacher Mr. Tyler Jones and student Camille Price has to say about their preparation. Come support your theater department and fellow students on November 8th here at Thompson High School. Crowns, confidence, and congeality, the Miss THS pageant is full swing, and these girls are ready to bring their heat on stage. Last year, Miss Junior Kelsey Theory shares her bittersweet moments as her last year competing for Miss THS.
I really enjoy watching the girls bond over pageant week. Sometimes they meet each other that they have never been exposed to, and they just become very supportive. All of the girls are very encouraging backstage, and it's just really a positive atmosphere how they encourage each other.
Definitely bittersweet. I've grown so much as a person through competing through this pageant, and I've been able to make so many different friends and lifelong connections, and the fact that that's all coming to an end is super sad, but I'm excited to give it what I got one last time.
The Miss THSTV will be held on Saturday in the PAC at 7 p.m. Halloween just a few days away, and many of you are looking for fun, things to do and celebrate the holiday. Some of you are looking to go to haunted houses like Warehouse 31 to get spooked. We spoke to one of the THS students who work at Warehouse 31 about the process of becoming a scare actor.
Usually at Warehouse, we're not allowed to touch people, or they're not allowed to touch the actors, but we do have the permission to say people's names and touch the people that you know. And it's very funny because I scare people that I know, and I'll be I'll say their name, I'll yell their name, and they'll be like, who said that? How do they know my name? And it's really funny. I love doing it.
Better hurry, Warehouse 31 closes for the season this Saturday. That's a look at your entertainment headlines. Alshin, Kelsey, back to you.
Kelsey, I've just got to say, I am so proud of our girls volleyball team for making it to state championships.
I know, I have so many friends who are on the team, and it was such a bittersweet moment for them to finish so well.
Especially for our seniors, because they're leaving, and they just get to close it off with an amazing run to the state championships.
We're so proud of them.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys on November 12th. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and all of our other social medias.
That's all for THS TV. Have a great week.